Fellow public servants, today marks the beginning of the Public Service Excellence Award Initiative. This program is a new and improved form of what was known as the Employee of the Quarter Award. I very much support the Public Service Excellence Award because it highlights public servants in all areas of the public service and the community. Employees can be nominated not only by peers in the same department, but also by individuals in other departments or ministries. I am particularly pleased with the new categories in which the individuals will be awarded: leadership in excellence, personal and professional excellence, customer service, administrative support, volunteer service, organizational development, scientific, engineering or technical achievements, and heroism. This gives a focus to those who want to excel and strive to be a better public servant. A new ministerial committee has been established to help determine who deserves the awards and to make sure that applicants have been fairly judged. This should encourage the political leadership of our territory to be an integral part of the process of staff development, to celebrate success as well as to alert us to those areas we need to improve. This is the essence of leadership, to show the way, and to empower individuals who are striving for positive recognition. Leadership comes from an old Anglo-Saxon word, lay, which means a path. The task of leadership is to show the path and to encourage and empower people to follow it. In parallel, the Recognition Steering Group is in place to make sure that the award ceremony will have a positive outcome and an empowering atmosphere. This should encourage other public servants to strive to be better. Over the coming months, you can expect to hear more about the changes that are taking place throughout the government service. From here, we have to build on what has been achieved thus far. It is my belief that with the continued support of the government and the hard-working men and women of this public service, we can make this program meaningful and successful. I hope that members of the public service, as well as the BVI community at large, will take away a fuller understanding of what the present initiatives mean for them. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to the members of the public service. Your jobs are not easy. Public servants work with the limited resources and are asked to meet our territory's ever-growing demand for public services and to satisfy expectations. You do not work for personal enrichment, but the satisfaction which comes from serving your community and your country and making the world a better place. I applaud your efforts, and I encourage you to continue performing at your very best. Finally, I encourage all public servants, particularly managers, and including those on the sister islands, to take part in the Public Service Excellence Award Programme. Nominate people you see trying to improve, celebrate success, and encourage those who strive to be better. This is an opportunity for you to celebrate the wonderfully diverse, vibrant, and dynamic organization to which you belong. It is also an opportunity to help make it stronger and better able to meet the demands of the public at large. I wish this program much success now and in the future.
This is the beginning of a new day, a new recognition program that you have given your input to. So we'll go through the program. Many of you have given us your feedback, you've participated in surveys, and we appreciate that, and that's why we're here today. Why do we have a Public Service Excellence Award versus the Employee of the Quarter program? In terms of background, we had good success. The Employee of the Quarter program was introduced in 2005, and we recognized high-performing public officers. Quarterly, we had award ceremonies, and we had approximately 200 public officers who were awarded during that span of time. And we also had nine Employee of the Year awardees. So we've had good success, but it was time for change. Why? A 2013 survey said to us that 40% of the participants wanted an improvement in the way that we recognize public officers. So it was time to inject some new energy into the program. Managers also said to us they wanted to have a greater voice in terms of who their ministry representative was. So we changed the process and we streamlined the recognition ceremony, and we also have enhanced the process. So we have now introduced ministry selection committees. The purpose of the Public Service Excellence Award: it aims to recognize high performers and improve employee morale. Obviously, when persons feel appreciated, when we commend them for a job well done, it will increase the morale within the public service, amongst other factors. This was a partnership, a collaborative effort. We listened to your feedback, and this program is our program. It's not the Department of Human Resources program. It's the Public Service program. What are the new features of the program? Ceremonies will be held biannually. Instead of quarterly, we now have biannual ceremonies, January and July. The first ceremony will be held in July of this year. There's an open nomination process across all ministries, departments, divisions, units. We have redesigned and developed the selection and criteria nomination process. And we have also introduced new award categories, which I will speak about in the next slide. Also, we recognize management. Previously, managers, oftentimes they weren't nominated, or they didn't want to compete with their staff. So we now have an opportunity to recognize permanent secretaries, heads of departments in a new category. Also, we have a recognition steering committee that will continue to have oversight of the committee, but most importantly, the ministry, within each ministry, you will select who will represent your ministry as an excellent employee. New award categories. Leadership in Excellence. Leadership in Excellence is specifically for permanent secretaries, heads of departments, deputy secretaries, and assistant secretaries. It recognizes managers and supervisors who exhibit specific leadership and management traits. Personal and professional excellence. For public officers who demonstrate outstanding level of accomplishment in furthering their ministry and department's objectives. Service to clients. This is one of the core areas for the public service. It's identified as a priority. That service to our clients drives everything that we do. So therefore, we are recognizing public officers who provide or foster a culture that nurtures excellence in service delivery. Administrative support also will commend and recognize officers who demonstrate an outstanding level of accomplishment in providing administrative and technical support. Also, volunteering. Volunteering service will also be recognized. Persons who work within our community, whether it's a ministry or department initiative or in some other area where persons have given up their time, we will recognize that because of the impact it has on our community. Also, organizational development. Persons, public officers who contribute to an organizational culture that is consistently learning and growing, and also persons who have enhanced the services within the public service will be recognized in this category. And scientific, engineering, or technological achievements. Obviously, those who are in this specific field and discipline. And the last one, but not least, heroism. We're recognizing persons who have given of themselves, sacrificed, and have exhibited extraordinary courage. The other changes to the program: we had a renaming competition the third quarter of 2014, and the winner, obviously, Public Service Excellence Award. We also revamped the categories, and we had the new award program reflected in messages from the Deputy Governor and our Honorable Premier and the Governor during public service. Save the date, July 2015. We will formally introduce the program. Well, we're introducing it now, but we will have our first ceremony. So we're expecting to see you there, energy, and who will the next winner be? We don't know. It may be you. Thank you.
It is now time to do presentations. Ministry of Health and Social Development. Permanent Secretary Petroda Davies, can you come and receive your package, please? She was sitting on the end. You go from right to left, eh? Okay. All right. Our neighbor, Ministry of Education, Dr. Marcia Potter, Permanent Secretary. Natural Resources and Labor, Mr. Ronald Smith Berkeley, Permanent Secretary. Cabinet Secretary, Ms. Sandra Ward. Premier's Office. I see Deputy Secretary Geraldine Ritter Freeman is here, so she will accept it for the Premier's Office. Ministry of Finance, Human Resources Manager, Mr. Jeremy Hodge. Ministry of Communications and Works, Deputy Secretary, Mr. Andrew St-Hilaire. And we leave the host for last. Permanent Secretary, Deputy Governor's Office, Mr. David Archer. Thank you very much, Governor. Ms. Brown. Okay, it's a short ceremony, so we are winding up right now, and we're going to call Mr. David Archer, Permanent Secretary and Deputy Governor's Office, to give the closing remarks.
Let me first give apologies on behalf of the Deputy Governor who will not be able to be here this morning. She is on leave, but she extends her wishes. Good morning. I have another category for the ceremony. It's called Best Dress Award, and I see some candidates in the front row and also in the back. What do you think? Yes? Another gentleman wearing a bow tie, he should definitely win. But just to say, and very briefly, this is a wonderful day. This is a good day. We've actually transitioned an amazing program into something even better. When the world economic crisis hit, a lot of organizations decided to let persons go. They cut on their budgets, and they did things which did not sustain them throughout their years. But leading organizations, what they did, they reinvested in their people. You saw the birth of what is called human capital management, a resource, a definite attribute to ensure that organizations grow and they do well. We're proud to say that in the public service we've maintained employment, but also we've been consistent in recognizing our employees. That's actually part of a leading organizations, and you should give yourself a round of applause for that. Finally, to the HR department and the team who worked on this program to ensure that it became not only good throughout the years, but better, I want to also give them a round of applause. To the human resources managers who continue to push and push and push every quarter, now twice a year, to ensure that persons recommended, also a round of applause. And finally, to the department heads and permanent secretaries who ensure that they led in the right way so that good employees can come up and be recognized. Round of applause. So I'll transition you now back to work, back to doing a great job, an awesome job, and also do well. Encourage persons around you, and let's recognize this program for its good intent, and let's support it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Archer. And as you leave, I encourage all of you to be a gem. Everybody likes to have precious stones. So when you're a gem, you go the extra mile for service. So we encourage all of you as you leave, to become gems of the public service. Officers who go the extra mile for service. Have a good day.